He's earned the name Clueless Nerd. Now,
He has no idea what's going on half the time.
No idea what's going on at all. We talk stat. Please what, Corey?
Sneeze right in the intro.
All right, everybody. It is officially episode 6. Yeah, episode 6 of Baseball Stats Nerds. And last week was interesting. There were a lot of good moments and bad moments of baseball. A lot of hilarious things. Like I don't know. I think for me the best moment from last week was just the Diamondbacks delay game because of the swarm of bees holding the game from being set aside.
Just let it be.
Just let it be. Just be patient. And it's just the hilarity of baseball this season is great. But we are baseball nerds. We're going to be talking our fantasy baseball. We're on week 6. We're going to cover the happenings of the league each week as we cover through this. And as a recap for anyone who hasn't tuned in yet, we have a fantasy league the three of us are a part of when it comes to fantasy baseball. And Corey is now stat nerd number 3. He's joining in on us. He's earned the name Clueless Nerd. Now,
he has no idea what's going on half the time.
No idea what's going on at all. We talk stats. He's just like, what's that mean, guys? What does that mean? Or how's this? It's pretty hilarious.
So I think it was last week they were trying to explain to me how points work. And every time they tried, I'm just like, I think that's how this works. They still haven't figured it out, so I'm just doing what they tell me to do.
At some point in the next
2 weeks,
week
they'll
or
probably
two,
figure it out.
We're gonna find a way to explain to the clueless nerd what it means when we cover points. But like, just as a simple breakdown for you, Corey.
It's
I don't know
move
if you
from clueless to I somewhat know what's going on.
Oh.
Don't look so enthused over there, Coop. It's okay.
Oh, we're going back to Sharon now, are we?
Yeah, I just pulled it up real quick. So, just so that he's kind of tuned in on it. I don't know if he'll be 100% there or not with it, but
like, now I know how they work. But it was just like I watched the very first episode you guys put out, and you guys know. I think your phone's lit up about 100 times in an hour and a half. I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah. But I mean, here's a breakdown for you on simplicity's sake, Corey, where it shows how many points you earn per thing, runs scored, singles, doubles, triples, home runs, extra base hits, total bases, runs batted in, walks, strikeouts, everything you can imagine on the left-hand side is all batting and defense. And on the right-hand side is all pitching points.
Yeah. Okay, so, and I think you explained this to me, what was it, 2 days ago? I think.
Yes.
So, say now I picked up Devers this week. So, say Devers hits a home run with 2 people on. So, does that mean he gets the 4 points?
He's going to get 6 points.
He gets 6?
He's going to get 6.
He gets the home run, which is going to be 4
does
points.
He get the extra base
He's going to get... Nope.
No?
Doesn't count as extra base hit. He got the 4 points for the home run, the 4 points for the total bases, so it's 8 points right there.
And then
his run that he scores,
for the RBI.
And the other runs he scores for the RBIs, and then he gets the points for the RBIs. So he gets his RBI.
So he's going to get
his
11 to 13 points out of that.
Yes, pretty much.
That you explained that to me because I looked today and I think McMahon hit one. He only hit one, and I'm like, how the heck did he get 11 points out of one swing? Like, that makes no sense to me.
It's broken. But this is for Cooper. I wanted to show Cooper this. So that other league I'm in, Cooper, this is all the stats that they track.
That's it?
That's
That
it.
ain't nothing.
Total
That's
bases
nothing.
walked, runs scored, runs batted in, stolen bases, strikeouts for batting, innings pitched, earned runs, wins, losses, saves, strikeouts, hits allowed, walks, and holds. That is it.
Okay, what is the whole?
That is a.
That one's always thrown me off.
So Cooper, you'll be able to explain holding better than I can.
Which part? Sorry.
How does a hold work in baseball?
Whether or not you're holding the score. So if you leave somebody on, you're holding them to whatever that base is.
Okay,
That's what that means. Yeah.
Makes
so
sense,
that
Corey?
Yeah.
that only takes effect when a reliever gets on if it's like somebody on second or whatever.
we talked about that, didn't we? So say,
Yes.
Yeah.
so like Tim's pitching, he's got a guy on second, he gets pulled, and I come in and he scores. It counts to Tim, not me.
Yes,
Correct.
That counts
Okay.
as my run. That counts as my earned run, but counts as your run allowed.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I earned the run.
but
You
I
allowed
allowed
the
it
run.
because I gave up a hit or whatever happened. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Correct.
That's. See, now somewhat's in.
you're figuring it out. So right now, there's only one person that's 5-1 in the league, and that's
We're not
Ethan.
talking about
He's
it.
got 5-1, one loss. I have actually. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, take that back. It's also Rose. Ethan and Rose are both 5-1. Now Ethan has an easy week. He's playing against Shane this week, so we're not
Bot.
even. Yeah, he's playing against the bot. So he's going to be 6-1 by the end of the week, going into the.
I'm gonna
the
laugh
next
so hard if he
week.
doesn't
Maybe
figure
next-
out how to do it. And just
Maybe next year we should just create fake ESPN accounts and just add a bunch of bots in there so we have like 24 teams going. And we'll get whoever wants, and then we'll balance to like 20 teams. Put a bunch of just fake emails in, let it auto draft, and then we'll just see. We could do that next
but I
year.
like going to
It'd
Applebee's.
actually be more fun. I think it'd be funner to do it that way. Let the bots choose, and we hope that the bots don't do too good. We don't manage the team. The bots have to manage their own team. They won't manage their team, but they have to manage their own team. If they have all 26 players on the injured list, it's not my fault. It is the bots' fault. They did not pull the bots out. So
I'm just saying, I would much rather prefer having 16 real people playing the game instead of 8 and 12 bots. Like, just that's.
Well, no,
okay,
32
32 teams, 16 bots, 16 players.
That's a lot.
I don't
We'll
even know
we'll talk
16 people, let alone.
That's like how people invite other people to their weddings. They just invite them because they know that they exist, but they don't even know who those people really are. It would be fine. We could just make like Tony Iommi, for instance, is like a rock star playing for us. Just saying.
Man. So
Wally!
besides that, the funny, interesting pieces that we can have side conversations about much later in this conversation. We've
Nope,
got
it's
two
already
guys
there
that are
now.
5-1 right now. Yeah, I know. Whatever. We got two guys that are 5-1. I am 4-2. I was able to. I lost that game against Ethan last week, so 40 points was the difference there, and I had multiple pitchers that lost me points, which I haven't had any pitchers do that in the first 5 matches. So the fact that happened, that was just ridiculous that occurred to me last week.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks to Hunter, whatever his name is.
Hunter Brown?
I saw you drop. Did you drop
Hunter
him?
Brown.
Actually, you actually dropped him.
As soon as I had a chance, he's gone. As soon as I had a chance, because I was not dealing with it.
Like, Ober, I had a lot of faith in Ober today, and I actually earned points from Ober today, so I was kind of surprised.
I'm surprised Ober earned you points today.
Yeah, because he's been averaging about 18. He actually got 25 today, so if he continues that, he's staying right where he's at. What do you?
Whoop-de-doo. Because of who you're playing.
And then now
Whoop-de-doo.
we got Corey's 3 for 3 right now
finally
in the
500.
digital era. Yeah,
'Cause
you're
I've been
500.
500 for the past, 4 weeks.
You're 500 off a fluke.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that fluke here in a second because it's interesting how that happened. So the digital era, Ethan's currently leading, Corey's in second 3 for 3, then Mirith and the Kid are both 2 and 4. Now, I did not expect the Kid to lose how bad he lost to Rose.
I don't understand. I'm thinking that a lot of stuff happened that week. Let me pull up his.
Because the scoreboard last week, like he didn't perform nearly as much as he has been doing. He earned 715 points. His best pitcher, none of his pitchers were in the top for him, which is interesting.
What were the bench points for him?
I'm
trying to
on
find
average each day he was earning 36 points a day. He had a grand total of 254 benched points last week.
Yeah,
That's not even that much.
No, it's not. His players were not performing nearly as good as they have been. So his rock star pitching staff that he's got on that roster did not live up to the expectations that they've been doing.
Shohei Ohtani also lost him points 3 days in a row.
Yep.
Of course, it's like, he didn't play one day that he should have played in that they didn't have him play in, and he lost points because of it.
Yeah, like he doesn't have a lot of high scoring people on his roster from last week. I mean, Henry Davis earned him 5 points.
Yeah, and he also had a pitcher that got lost him 13 too.
Yeah, Jordan Montgomery.
Gordon lost 13, and then Rose had one lose 11, but other than that, Duran had 2 points, and I don't know how Rose was able to get ahead of him because most of her Contreras went 83, I understand, and Mountcastle had 102, and
Guerrero had 83, and John Gray had 86. Nestor Cortez 54.
Nick Martinez only went 2 innings, and he usually starts.
Yeah,
they had him relieving, and he got 13. He only got 13.
Nick Martinez got 20.
Apparently,
5 points.
I missed Tyler Glasnow because I had to monitor it live. I was been monitoring it last week. Apparently, I missed Tyler Glasnow that week, that day, May 4th.
But even then,
I missed Tyler Glasnow.
The average for his players was not nearly as good as it has been. So that was a slump week for the kid. Yeah. That was a rarity for the kid. And then, we all know, I was really banking on watching Shane at least score 400 points. He didn't even get the 400 points to get the 360. Just not a lot of points earned there, which is hilarious. Mirith doting it out, 711. Freaking both y'all, 818 to 837. Both y'all getting above 800 points, whereas me and Ethan, who usually do, not even at 800.
We had the highest scoring match of the season, I think, so far.
No. That was Cooper last week, or the week prior. 981 points.
I meant between the two.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the closest match by far that has broken 800, so definitely right up there with it.
I had the highest. I had the highest points last week too, which I'm very proud about. I did it by 1.
By a point over Rose.
Hey, it'll never happen again. So I'm bragging about it.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes this week, but
I don't want to see how it goes this week. I'm scared.
So, do you guys remember your predictions from last week?
They were wrong.
I just love how right away you're like, they were wrong.
They were wrong.
100%.
They were wrong. 100%.
So, Corey, remember your predictions?
I had Coop beat me by 4. He gets a double at the end to beat me, as I believe what it was.
Didn't happen.
No, because I don't know what happened. I was dead. He had me by what, 40 going into Sunday?
Yeah, and you came back with 100 and some points.
The only reason why you won is because of that fluke, and I will continue to say it until my ears bleed.
Yeah, but it's probably not going to happen again because he's not going to be able to plan that strategy one more time. It's just not going to happen. So Corey, you bet that it was going to be Cooper beating you, that Rose is going to win, that Mirith is going to win, that I was going to win.
Yeah.
Cooper, you had bet that you were going to win, Mirith was going to win, the kid was going to win, and Ethan was going to win. And then I bet on Ethan, Meredith, Rose, and Corey. I got all 4 of mine right.
Want a cookie?
No, I don't want a cookie. I don't want a cookie. I want a beer. That's what I want next time. I want a beer. So Ethan took me by 40 points last week, which was crazy. Meredith beat the CPU, free win right there. Kaling back. Was not in danger 1-5. Chris, the kid, he's 2-4 right now. Should not have lost that game last week. Poor performance from his players. And then you, Corey, I didn't think you were going to win by that margin of a fluke. I thought you were going to actually have a substantial strategy, but that's what it is. But we're going to see how it goes next week. We're going to come back to predictions. I want to hear what you guys got to say about next week. But when we look
next week, I'm breaking 1,000 points because I'm gonna go through and grab every single pitcher I can on the last day and flood it with 9. That's what it's gonna be. And then I'm gonna drop all of his pitchers, and then he has no pitchers left.
So
you do that to my nephew.
No.
When we look at standings from last week, I want to point this out. It's pretty interesting. So I went from second place standings just to third. Rose is now number 1 in the league for just all around stats. 4-game win streak, points allowed 40-46, points fielded 43-92. Has the fewest runs scored, but the most singles. Has tied for second for home runs scored this season. 4th for extra base hits, total bases, second place, RBIs, second or third place, the walks, 4th place. The most strikeouts doled out by pitchers this season from Rose. Tied for 3rd for hit by pitch, tied for 3rd for sac flies, 2nd for stolen bases, caught stealing, 3rd place. The most grand slams, tied with you, Cooper. Tied for grand slams this year.
Because I got some sluggers that have been doing what they're supposed to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Rose's team has the most strikeouts on the batting side. So they've lost the most points on the batting side. On the pitching side, you have the most strikeouts doled out by your pitchers this year currently, Cooper. 413, and I am second with 384, followed by Meredith at 380. So insane. 413 strikeouts with your pitchers. That's incredible. And you have the most quality starts at 32.
Yep, so far this year. It makes sense. Like, it's every single day there's at least one.
Yeah. I have the most save opportunities, and I am 3rd for converted saves with the most blown saves. I have 10 blown saves this year so far. That's not good.
I don't think I really have many as far as actual relievers. Mainly
You've got starters in your reliever lineup because they can do both.
Yeah.
So, but it's interesting to see how now that we're almost through the first rotation, the first set, we're on matchup 7 right now, where now everybody has played each other. We're going to be going back through the lineup. We're going to be finally into the second round of the schedule. It'll be interesting to see how, as the season picks up, as the season keeps going, who's going to either win again or lose their next matchup against each other.
I go against you in week 10.
Yes, you do. And what is that? Middle of May? Or end of May?
End of May, May 27th.
So that'll be when we've gone through the first 60 days of baseball. It'll be interesting to see how the gears change, because that's the point where we can start talking closer to All-Star break, how everything looks, how everything is playing, because realistically, that's when baseball starts to get interesting. Am I wrong?
No, it is.
Currently,
after the All-Star break is where it really starts counting. Counts right now. It counts right now, but after the All-Star break, that's when it really starts counting.
Everything
that's where
starts to
players are going to start ramping.
Yeah. It matters as how you start, but you got to hold that
I'm
pace.
okay with that.
average points per day, the person with the most points per day on average is Ethan's team at 111. I'm right behind him at 110, with Mirith at 100, and then you, Coop, at 97. Corey, you're at 93.4. The kid's at 99, almost 100 points. Rose is 104, and Shane is at 67 points per day. So
The bot.
the computer is not doing that great.
I would have
at
laughed
30 points today.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have actually laughed if there would have actually been like the bot would have been performing better than everybody else.
Dude, that would be
great.
that would be funny if that happened. Like just
I
the
thought
fact
you
that
would.
that's a
To be honest,
possibility.
when you went through everybody and then with me last, I was like, oh god, is the bot beating me? I don't like this.
I had to throw it out
I
to
got
see.
really scared
but,
for a second. I'm like, yeah, but here's the
When we
thing.
look
The problem
at-
with mine is that I average 93, and then I have days where I go 170. Or I go 120, 140. I have 2 days where I just blow up, and then there's other days where I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
So speaking of that, that's the funny part right now. So that's everyone's average points per day. I have 180 points. Almost 181 is my average max. Ethan's max is almost 188 points a day. Rose's is 173. Shane's is 104. Whereas the kid's 180 almost. Mira's 156. Cooper's at a 164 and a half. Corey, you have the 151. So you're below everyone who is playing
Yeah,
on an average high.
yeah. But
But-
the other thing is that too, but I do it more than once a week is the problem.
You
I'll
have
shoot
pretty
for
high
100,
highs.
and then I'll go low.
Yeah.
And it
Well, have you
sucks.
seen what your average minimum is? So my average minimum is 32, almost 33. Cooper's, when he drops hard. His average minimum is 17.5. Whereas Shane's average minimum is 26.
You have to realize
Oh no!
you have to realize too that a lot of it is that I had Hunter Brown, and Hunter Brown cost me 40 points.
Well, not only did you have Hunter Brown, but you have a lot of teams that are in similar schedules. So when you have a break day,
yeah,
you have a break day.
Yeah.
And that sucks because that means that those break days can take away
hurting me.
points. They're hurting you.
Yeah.
Whereas like Mirith's average low is the highest average low out of everybody at a 51.5. So
That's like
her
Thursdays,
skew
right?
is only 100-point difference.
that's Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's Thursdays. So like
I put everybody I can in. All batting and everybody that's playing, I don't care if they get me 3 points. That's 3 more points.
They're
well,
getting you
Thursdays are always slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what that's just
Thursdays
what it
and
is.
Mondays. I feel like.
So May 9th is the Thursday. May 9th, I have almost nobody.
May 9th.
May 9th.
That's
That
this
is
Thursday, right?
that's this Thursday.
I have no pitchers
1,
going in.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 7 total that will be playing.
I have 5 playing, but well,
Oh
That's it.
God! Why'd you bring up Thursday? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players on
Yep.
Thursday that are batting, and 1 pitcher.
I
have
don't
no
even have a
pitching.
pitcher. I have 5 hitting.
Thursday is so replete of games. It is
I have
crazy.
I have 5 hitters Thursday, but then I've got 3 pitchers going on Friday, so that'll help a little bit more.
I have no pitchers on Friday. 0.
Ooh,
But then they're all pitching on Saturday. I got 4 pitching Saturday and 2 on
I
Sunday.
really
so,
hope you're over the max at that point.
I'm going to max out on Sunday. I'm going to have 12 on Sunday.
No. You have to have 12 on Friday.
Oh, I'm not going to have 12 on Friday. I have no one pitching Friday.
There's an ad in the middle of my fantasy board.
In the middle of it?
There is a T-Mobile ad. in the middle of my board. I clicked on home and they put a fucking ad in the middle of my board.
that
Is
sucks.
that a good thing, bad thing, or
So
I guess
Well,
you
I mean,
really love
when we're-
T-Mobile. I don't know.
He probably does. But like when we're looking at total predictions at the end of the season, it still says that I'm going to take second. It still says that Cooper's going to now be in fifth. It keeps
And
doing
I've
this.
looked at it too, and it's telling me I'm going to have 5 wins.
Yeah.
I'm already halfway to that point.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Well, you're not going to win the next time you go against me. That's for damn sure.
Well, Corey, to be fair, the first game we played, you weren't paying attention really.
Yeah, 'cause I was
the
very
second game we're paying
adamant.
attention. You were like, eh. And then the third win, or the third week, you finally started to figure it out, but you still weren't sure. So you've already got 3 losses, and the point totals that you've accumulated would say that your average is not strong enough to win the average game against
well, if I
certain
don't
people.
beat Shane, I'm not playing anymore. You can kick me out of the league. I'm not playing anymore.
Oh, I can't kick out a league. We'll just have 2 robots going, which will be
There you
fine
go.
because we'll just let it do its thing. But like you've got players like me, players like Coop, and players like Rose and Ethan who are constantly checking our schedules and adjusting and adapting our lineups, and who hit pretty hard every day. So like I have good starting pitchers. My batting is not that great. Whereas on the other side, Rose's batting is phenomenal with a couple really good pitchers. Cooper's team, when it goes off, holy cow, 900 points, almost 1,000 points in a week. Yikes. Your team averages 730 to 810. You're not going to win a lot of games just because of what you're up against.
Yeah, and
that's okay.
That's okay because I'm okay because I know I'm not going to be top 4. I'm going to be top 5.
You're going to be a wild card going to the playoffs?
I will take 5. I will take 5 or 4.
Which, I mean, hey, that's pretty good considering you were like, I don't know a lot, but I'm going to join this anyway.
Isn't it supposed to be, here, let me look at it. Isn't it going to be like the top, isn't it like the top 6?
The 4 confirmed that win, and then the 2 wild cards go into the playoffs.
So it'll be like, you and Rose. So it'll be you and Rose, and then right now it's me and Ethan. And then
wow, the kid doesn't even have a full.
So it'd be Meredith and Coop coming in as wild cards.
What's up,
Yes.
Coop?
Currently, as it sits right now, the kid doesn't even have a full pitching staff this week. He's going to be 9. He's actually going to be at 9. I'm going to be at 12.
9?
He's going to have 9. I'm going to be at 12.
Is it because of how many pitchers he has that are injured?
I think so.
He's got 4 that are injured now?
He's got 2. I dropped a couple.
Oh, okay. So that right there is going to hurt him because the rotations, like Peralta, he got suspended because he intentionally threw at somebody. So he's out for this week. So that took away 1 from Corey.
Yeah.
But then did you backfill Peralta or are you leaving him there?
No, I think I backfilled him.
Okay. So it's like it's the week of rotations are weird. Like Imanaga pitched tonight and Assad pitched yesterday, whereas they're usually the other direction. So the rotations are kind of adjusted weird this week, I've noticed.
Yeah, and then it's also on this week, but then it's like on what is it? Saturday, I think it is. Peralta is scheduled to pitch.
Is he?
It says PP, probable pitcher, so he is scheduled to pitch on Saturday. So
But how comfortable are you with assuming he's going to actually pitch, or are you just going to lose out on that start?
I made that mistake.
I'm extremely scared.
I made that mistake of assuming that somebody was going to stick on the injured list against you, and I screwed myself by leaving him on there, thinking that he wasn't coming back.
Who was that?
Darvish.
Yeah. And then you put him.
I missed those points. What?
And then you put him.
Did you pick him back up, or
I picked him back up? He's back on.
Okay.
I will be adjusting and dropping as needed, just for that.
And then there's another thing I want to point out with all of us is that where'd it go? Here we go. It's going into the standings, and then you look down. I'm looking at just the moves. The thing that's making me mad is Ethan is second entirely. He's made 6.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's not touched his roster at all.
He's made 6, and he's won how many games now? 5.
He's 5-1.
He's 5-1, and he's made 6 moves.
Yeah, he's 5-1.
Robbie is 4-2, and you've made 26. I've made 12. Merritt's made 34. Coop has made 25, and the kids made 6. And then Shane, we already know.
Rose has made 23. So
No,
there's a lot of like roster movement there on
23.
some
I
of
didn't
us
see the
who
one
are
on
not
top.
confident in players that we have. But then there's other managers that have their roster and they run
and they
stick
know
with it,
and they
which
know how to run it.
I'm probably going to be done moving people for a minute because I've got people set, and I don't want to continue playing the game of drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up because it's getting daunting and annoying.
Well, I've had to drop and pick up because of lack of performance.
I mean, the number of people you've gotten that were injured, drop them,
And that
pick
too.
one up, and then they get injured when you pick them up.
Yeah.
And then you got to drop them
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
happened
So
to me.
I had.
At least I think I picked up that dude from Kansas City, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, the same day, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole Ragan.
Oh no,
right?
no,
Yeah.
no! He pitched, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, the next day.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that's
No,
terrible
Alec
that
Marsh.
happened. Was it Marsh?
Yeah, it
okay.
was Marsh. Marsh pitched. No, because I dropped Megan to bring in somebody else, and now Coop's got him. I dropped Reagan.
Who?
Cole, Kansas City, I think.
Cole Ragan.
Yeah.
I didn't pick him up.
Oh, somebody did. Somebody picked him up because I dropped him to bring in. Somebody.
I picked
Paddock.
up.
Ethan added Cole Ragan.
Paddock.
I picked up Rangifo
Yeah.
because he was available, and then he's just been sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It said the shit part is there's been a couple days where I left him in because it said that he was part of the lineup, and then all of a sudden at the last minute, nope, not part of the lineup.
That's what happened to me
So I'm
today
like-
because when you look at it, I figured this out today. So is that Real Muto, like 10 minutes before the game was supposed to start, it gave me a red exclamation point. It said, "Oh, he's not in the
Yeah.
lineup. I don't have a catcher. He's hurt." And then
Might
it
wanna pick
was-
up a new catcher.
Somebody else was hurt or got sick, and I had to move them out too. So it was just like, it's just like now I'm getting more into this. Now I'm having fun with it. Now I'm paying more attention to it, and it's like, oh, now I'm carrying 3 catchers for no reason. Until
I mean, that's why I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players out of my 13 that are on my batting side that know other positions. So that if one goes out, I can backfill him, and then if that other one goes out, I can backfill him. So there's a rotation I can do. Whereas I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14, 7 out of 14.
Yeah.
Either way, no one position.
Yep. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 out of the 13.
That no one position or multiple?
Multiple.
Okay.
Well, that's like Newt Bar for the Cardinals. He can play all 3 spots in the outfield, which is perfect. Problem
'cause
is,
you can
he
cover
doesn't play
outfield.
very well. But if I need a bat, like Acuna, I think against Coop, I put him on the bench. At least one.
You did,
at
and it
least
cost
2 of
you
them.
like 18 or something.
Yeah, and then I put him on, and it cost me 2. Like
I mean, like
negative.
your catcher, Coop, Kyle Raleigh. You better leave
He's
him in every game.
Oh, he is. If they are off, I will be putting Jeffers in that position.
But like the fact that he's got 2 home runs in back-to-back games,
I'm
just
so glad it was this week.
oh, so that was messed up. That the app didn't tell you that Raleigh was out of the lineup on Sunday.
Nope.
That was
Shelterman.
18 points. It
Yeah.
was 18 points that you
It
could
still
have
wasn't
had.
enough. It still wasn't enough.
1 point shy.
Yeah.
1 point shy, even if he had gone in. But like, still, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it didn't
Is it-
tell me.
Oh,
Same with Rengifo. Rengifo was scheduled to be in that day, but he did not get put
that's
in.
like Real Muto.
So when I started-
I didn't get a notification. Him or somebody else was out today either.
So for me, what I've done is I'll reset my app like every couple of hours. I'll clear it so it's always up to date rather than just hanging on in the background.
Oh,
Because I
no.
noticed if I don't reset it, it doesn't always tell me everything, and I'm religiously checking my app to see what's going on with it.
So the thing is, like, it just says he's out of the game because of illness. It doesn't give anything specific.
Really?
And he's been out since the 4th. He hasn't played since the 4th. So 4 games.
Saturday. Okay.
Now. Yeah, 4 games now. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, but when I click on Real Muto, when I pushed it, it said due to illness. Now I click on it now, and it says he was just out for a day off.
yeah,
Like,
I don't
it's
know
like-
what it's doing. It did that to me last
It's
week,
Like, why is it telling me he's sick when he's just got a day
but he's
off?
not.
Like, it makes because now I gotta go back in and reshuffle everything because I thought he was gonna be out for a couple days. So I've shuffled everything through. That's why we picked up another catcher. Because it tells me he's sick and he's not. Like, it's thrown me off twice. Like with you, Koopa Cunha. He was playing bad, and then the next day he told me he was sick, so I left him out when he got that 18 points. It told me he was out of the lineup. And it was dumb.
So something I want to point out for both you guys, so that we're kind of looking at this because it's interesting that it is this way. So when we look at everybody's top 3 players last week, the top 3 players for me, Freeman, Goldschmidt, McNeil, they gave me 202 points. Ethan's top 3 players, Will Smith, Bryce Miller, and Perez, gave him a total of 195 points. He averaged 65 points amongst those top 3, but I lost that game by 52 points. So his average was a little weaker than mine, but held up better.
Yeah.
Whereas the two of you,
I had 68.
Cooper, your total was
68,
212. He was 202 for Corey. You had Cronenworth, Harper, and Langoliers.
I had
88,
Real
78,
Muto,
46.
Arise, and Alonzo.
Yeah, and they gave you a 202 points. So, like, really tight game there. Here's where I find it interesting. Rose's top 3, 271 points. That's insane. That's
For
insane.
3 players.
93 players.
Is that all hitters
kids.
or is that batters or pitchers too?
That's all of it.
All of it?
No, that's
John-
hitters, I think.
John Gray is his only pitcher at 86 points, whereas William Contreras and Mountcastle gave him 185 points.
Mountcastle gave him 102 because he just wouldn't stop hitting. Like
I know. It's insane. Whereas, we're not even going to cover Mirith's game because it's actually kind of funny, and I don't want to. Actually, no, I'm going to do it anyways. Her top 3: Josh Naylor,
gosh. I just looked
Michael
at it.
Bush, and Camposano. 50, 63, 55, 52.
oh my god.
An average of 56, almost 57 points. Shane's top 3: Kittle Martell, Francisco Lindor, and Yandel Diaz. 163 points, 54 average. Mira's players were about the same all the way across. If Shane's players had been in, Shane would have won that game,
Oh yeah.
hands down.
Yeah, 100%.
So there's a big difference between the top scoring games and the bottom scoring
Yeah.
game for the week.
It's all. He also doesn't really pay. He also doesn't pay attention. I don't think he's made one move.
No,
No,
he hasn't.
he hasn't.
made any.
When you look at his total moves, he's made 0 moves.
And then the kid has 6. I've got 12. You guys are in mid 20s, and then the other 2 are 30s.
Yeah.
At least
I already know. I'm gonna most likely the kid's not gonna win this week because I'm not even moving anybody. I'm leaving it the way it is.
Well, and like he should give him time to hop on and check it and set stuff up and then be done with it.
Yeah, everybody's in the mid-20s except for Mirith, who's got 30-something. The kid's got 6.
34, yeah.
The kid's
But
got
he's
6,
also gonna have internet
and
back.
I've got 12.
Okay.
He's gonna have his internet back next week. So I gotta find that bracket.
And like he's gonna probably just make some moves and some changes that he's picked some good pitchers. When they're on point, they're on point.
But when they're off, they're off.
They're off. So like that's gonna be interesting to watch how the next set of rotation goes, because like when we look at the schedule coming out,
He's got me. He's got me
are
next
you the
week.
first game he goes against? So
I'm gonna send you a couple trades for some weak players, so you should accept them.
That's mean.
That's Shohei Ohtani for like Senga, who's out for like the year.
No, I'm gonna send you ones that are injured to you, and you should accept them.
No,
You'll have the injured players, and you'll give me the good ones.
no.
So
I love my
let's talk
nephew. I don't
next
love him
week.
that much.
Right, well, actually, let's cover predictions for this week because we haven't covered this week yet.
Yeah.
So, Corey, who were
No.
you putting money on this
No.
week? Come on.
I gotta look.
You're not gonna win.
Shut up. I have a secret up my sleeve. Shush.
No, you don't.
Even though we all know the secret.
You would need a miracle at the rate this game is going to pull that out.
I think my only hope to catch you is going to be Friday, when I have 3 or 4 people going, because then I have 2 and then I think I have 2 and 2 on the weekend. I think, but I think you take me. The second game we don't even have to talk about. Ethan and the bot. We don't have to talk about that.
Okay.
Can we look at the kid and Coop real quick? They're already almost 600 over 600 combined.
They're at 506 points.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't do math.
I know that.
I was confused. Like, what are you talking about?
They're at 600
How does
already.
this to 600?
Edit this out. Go back to it. Clueless.
It's not going to get edited out.
Clueless for a reason.
No, it's not going to get edited out. This stays in. The only thing that gets edited is
Sneezes.
when Tim sneezes.
But anyways, I think Coop takes him out without a hiccup. None. I don't even think the kid will take a lead. I really don't.
You don't think? Okay.
Um,
So Rose or Mirith this week?
Mirith.
You think? Well, that's your prediction, Coop.
Yeah.
So while
Rose.
Clueless figures his stuff out, let's ask Cooper. What are your predictions for this week?
Me, because I'm not doing anything for the kid, so whatever is in there, and he's gonna have to deal with it. And then it's gonna be you. There's no way Corey's gonna win. Like, we're already day 2, going into day 3 at this point. There's no fucking way. Even if he decides to put 20 pitchers in on the last day, there's no way. And then Mirith.
Yeah.
And then Mirith. So you're going Mirith, Coop, Mirith, you.
I
And then you're going Ethan.
Yeah.
think we're all going Ethan, to be honest.
Everyone has. You vote for unless he decides to do something. You watch one of these weeks. We're gonna be voting going
And it's
against
gonna
him.
be against one
and
of
he's
us
gonna
too.
just-
It's gonna be the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he's watched the podcast, he's probably saying, "I hate you guys right now."
I asked him. He said he wasn't planning on it. I even asked him a couple weeks ago, like, "Hey, you're not really paying attention." He goes, "I know." That's all he said. So
that I can't.
to be honest, to be honest, I want Tim to lose because you're ahead of me.
Don't we?
But
That's-
at the
You
same
want me to tell you
time,
right
That's
now
what
why?
I
but at the
want
same
is-
time,
I want Mirith to lose.
I want
But
Rose. I want Rose to
because
lose.
Rose is ahead of me. But I want Mirith to lose because she's behind me. So it gives me a bigger gap because she'll be 2-5, I'll be 3-4. So it gives me a bigger gap. But looking at it, neither one of them had pitchers going this week. None. One of them's got. I think it was Rose has got 4 on Saturday. I think. But it's just like, do I want the one ahead of me to win and push that? Because I'm already 2 behind him.
Mm-hmm.
But do I want Mirith closing the gap when I lose? So it's kind of, you kind of be put in the middle, you know?
Okay, so who do you want?
Neither. Can they tie? What happens if they tie?
I mean, they can tie, but the chances of tying are very, very minimal. Like Cooper almost tied you last week.
I would rather have if Meredith wins, does that put us together? Or yeah, it does.
So
That ties us.
if I beat you and Meredith wins,
That ties us. I want Rose to
that
You're in a
puts you
completely
at
different
3 and
division.
4 and Meredith at 3 and
Oh,
4.
we're in different
You're
divisions.
in a completely different division. Yes.
Oh, shoot. Hang on. Oh, no, we're not. Me and Meredith are in the same.
Yes, but you and Tim are in different divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just cares about him and Meredith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, then I want Meredith to win.
Yeah, I want Meredith to win too.
Tim's gonna win. I want Rose to win because Rose ain't in my.
No, I want Meredith to win. I want Meredith to win, and everybody else who's going against you to win. So you're out of the playoffs. That's what I want.
Why? You don't know? You don't want another butt whooping that you just got?
We're
I
gonna call it a
want
butt whooping
18
now.
points.
I'm such a dork. But
So,
I want Rose to win.
all right, I got it down. I got predictions down for next week.
I want Rose.
We're gonna see how many of those come true. We're gonna see if Clueless can make a decision faster next week.
No.
And
Probably not.
a more informed decision.
No.
We'll
Probably
see if
not.
she's going to be tied with Meredith 3 and 4 coming into next week as the whole schedule flips and we go back through the next rotation. And I battle the CPU next week, so I'm going to get another guaranteed win. So I'm going to, if Rose loses to Meredith this week, which I don't think Rose is going to lose. I think Rose is going to win. I'll be 1 win behind Rose going into next week. And then I'll be 2 wins behind Ethan.
I'm gonna be 3 behind Ethan. This week.
Like, just saying, Cooper, if I'm reading the schedule
Because
correctly
he's playing
for
Shane, ain't he?
week 8, you, Cooper, you're fighting Rose next week, and then Meredith and Ethan are going at it for week 8. So, as the whole schedule
That
flips, it's
doesn't
going to get
help
really
me
interesting
either.
real fast. No, because
I'm in the middle.
next week, you're playing against
I
the
got
kid.
the kid. Coop, I swear to God. Coop is
What I'm gonna do, because I'm
gonna
big.
go off and
What I-
do his whole thing, and I'm gonna get screwed. Is what's gonna happen.
What I can do is I can just give him all the good players just to spite you. Just saying.
Hey,
It'll be great.
I'll
It'll be
trade
great.
all of my pitchers to him. All of the good hitters will basically swap places for a week, and I will let him go to town
And you're going to lose the Rose intentionally.
on purpose.
and you're still gonna,
We'll
and
do
he's
it.
still gonna lose by 18.
I'll do it.
All right. So that's been our week 6 conversation. It's got a little bit of salt on that steak for the week. We're gonna see how this goes, and we're gonna catch you guys next week for our recap of matchup 7 as we watch this goofball Corey end up 3 and 4, tied up with Meredith for next
If
week.
I
If you
pull
run
this
into the
out,
end.
somebody owes me $10.
Nope.
Nope.
Somebody owes me a
You
beer.
owe us $10 if you
Somebody
win.
owes me a beer.
You owe
if
us
I come
$10
out.
if you win.
If I come out of
If
this
you
We'll see
win, you
about it.
owe us. If you win, you owe us $10.
I
How?
love that. I love that. I love that.
Dude,
We're betting.
why is it-
You better
We're betting,
You better throw. I'll be sending you the Venmo request as soon as I see the score.
We are betting against you, so your odds are 2-1. So you do owe us a little bit if we do end up winning this match. I end up winning this match. So that's Baseball Stats Search for the week, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful night, and I will catch you next Monday.